So guys, there's something I've been contemplating on whether or not I should give up on it or continue the process, but this here, this yellow bike, if y'all are familiar with bikes, this was one of the second fastest bikes back in 1983, I believe. Believe it or not, this is a VF750F Interceptor made by Honda. And it's been a project bike of mine. I've been working on it little by little. But as we all know, projects like this require a lot of money, a lot of time. And I don't want to give up on it, man. I mean, I love this bike. Believe it or not, the original miles on this are 27,000 miles, which is nothing for this bike. Now, those of you that are familiar with this bike, you're probably also aware that it had some cam problems with the oil distribution on it within the motor. Well, I modified mine, so that's no longer an issue. This here is this is off of a Buell, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of the other things I wanted to do was, this is not the original fairing on the VF750 Interceptor. I purchased that from Aerotech, and I don't know, I might stay with it, I might not. I was trying to have it resemble the body of a bumblebee. I modified the seat. Anyway, where I was getting at, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm trying to record this while I'm holding on to my camera. What I did here was I bought this off of eBay. This is to a Buell. I was basically going to replace this fairing with the one that's already existing on the bike. Just kind of give it a wider, more updated look. I'm going to go over a couple of things I've done to this bike so far. So obviously it's no longer got the body frame that it had. I eliminated a lot of the weight. I'll just give you some quick specs on the bike. It's 86 horsepower at 10,000 RPMs. The top speed is 132 miles an hour. The engine is a 748cc liquid-cooled 16-valve Dock. It's angled at 90 degrees. The weight of the bike at that time originally was 551, but I reduced quite a bit of weight. I haven't been able to weigh it because I don't have a scale big enough. Believe me, I've eliminated a lot of weight off the bike. And the fuel tank holds about 5.8 gallons of gas, and it was probably give you about 37 to 38 miles per gallon. Not bad for a 750. So let's go over a couple of things that I've done. The seat is custom made by me. I wanted to give it that real low profile look. I think that looks fucking awesome. Excuse me for saying that, I'm sorry, I get excited every time I see this bike. The engine was painted by me, sandblasted and painted. The frame was sandblasted and painted by me as well. I shortened the tail, as you can see here. It was extended a lot further out. I did the custom seat. I painted and sandblasted the rims. I altered the mufflers. Normally they would stick out straight out. I raised them up. These tires were brand spanking new when I bought them. I didn't even put not even 10 miles on these tires. Unfortunately, it's been parked here forever that I think they just kind of wore out, especially the front one over here. I was into the garage and I noticed that it fucking got it's got a split on it, which upsets me. These tires were brand new. I never even rode the bike once I bought them, because then I started working on it. I purchased brand new fans for the inside. I custom painted the cam covers, as you can see. what else have I done to this bike? Oh, I got rid of the digital instrument panel and I upgraded it to this nice digital one, which reads everything, the gas, the speed. It's got a time on it. I upgraded the handlebars, the caliper, the brakes. Those are brand new. This bike, you know, it's got a lot of potential. That's why it's hard for me to give up on this project. Oh, I also, let's see down here. This is some of the old equipment. Like these are the old calipers probably, or the old, yeah, see those are the old brake handles and reservoirs. The reason why I got rid of these, because they were getting so old, they were starting to leak. I even, let's see here, I rebuilt the carb myself. I bought the kit from eBay. Luckily I found them, and I totally tore this thing apart, gutted it all out, and rebuilt it myself. That's the carb right there. Look at that beautiful thing. Awesome, man. Just look at that. I did this myself. It took me about a day, but this thing is all cleaned up and ready to roll. I just need to have more time to put it all together and crank it up and give it some more love and care. I kept everything. I kept all the old seals. I kept all the old springs and needles. I didn't get rid of anything. I even kept the old, I believe these were gas line valves that go into the carb. They've been replaced with new ones. And I had a hard time, guys, finding a lot of this stuff on eBay. I mean, the bike's a 1984. You know, it's not exactly new. It's been around. And like I said, you know, I don't want to get rid of the bike, but at the same token, I feel bad because I can't give it a lot of the time I wish I could. I mean, I really wish I can devote a lot more time to it. Plus, I've got my Yamaha R3, I've got my Virago. I mean, I just really need to spend more time with these motorcycles, which is why I'm making this video, guys. I think I'm gonna probably start tapping into the motorcycle realm. I might start doing a little bit more videos on modifications, upgrades, you know, stuff like that on these bikes. It'll give me more time with them. Oh, also, let's see here. So we covered some of the parts I've already upgraded and whatnot. Let me get this out of the way. If you look at the tail, I totally eliminated the tail. You can see where I cut a huge portion of it off. I made this tail end myself. I put an aftermarket lock so I can release the seat. But I have a light here that I purchased that I'm going to install for the tail light and the signals. What else? Oh, I replaced the fuel pump. Here's the old light. You can see I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking what I might do is somehow use this light still. I'm not sure. It's pretty huge. They got some aftermarket ones that are a lot more nicer than this. This is kind of like old school. Now, I know that's another thing I wanted to mention. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, like, man, you ruined the bike. You know, it's no longer its original, you know, it's not original any longer. But, you know, you can't keep something original forever. A lot of these parts are hard to come by. You either have to find alternatives or modify it yourself in some form or fashion. And me personally, I modify everything I can get my hands on anyway. So I love what I'm doing to this bike. And when it's all said and done and when it's complete, it's gonna look awesome, man. So I hope a lot of you guys that are VF750F Interceptor fanatics, you don't give me a hard time about this. I feel anyone that owns a bike should fix it to their liking. You know, it's just something I want to do, and I'm happy doing it. Anyway, again, I'm losing track. I wanted to show you all, I even have custom fairings for this bike all the way around, from the cowl to the side. These I got from, let's see if I can mount it on here. But it goes, shit, it's been so long, my God. Actually, I think this is the other side. I just want to give you guys show you how this is going to look. Sorry for the video quality, man. Like I said, I'm trying to talk to y'all and hold this camera at the same time. Alright, let's see. I think this is, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So just to give you guys an idea, this is kind of what it would look like. So there you go. Hopefully you can see that. It's got all the way around, and it goes all the way around to the other side, and it looks awesome when it's all put together. I made these two parts, these two parts right here, this one and that one, I bought off of AirTech. These I made myself, and I even put that little sticker there, 750F. But these go right about here, like that, and then these fairings up here connect to this, so basically it looks like an entire unibody. You don't see any of the engine or anything like that. Let's see, I was going to say something else here and I forgot. Yeah, see, here's the old fans. There wasn't even really anything wrong with the old fan setup. You can see these right here. The reason why I got rid of the originals is because I wanted to upgrade. I just wanted better airflow, and you know, it's like anything else, you want to upgrade and fix. And then here's the original. Here's the original setup, the analog instrument panel, and just to show you, these are the original miles. $29,883. Those are the original miles on this bike. I was driving around, you know, just checking out bikes at different bike shops, and I came across this one motorcycle shop here in Texas called Vintage Bikes, and they used to carry a lot of vintage motorcycles in mint condition, and they no longer do that, unfortunately. That's a sad thing. They now do a bunch of scooters and mopeds and those kind of small little bikes. But at the time when I purchased this motorcycle, it was, I think I bought it for $1,300. I have the receipt. Yeah, so anyway, I bought it and I've been modifying it ever since. It rides good. It's got a lot of power to it for being an older bike. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to try to continue this this upgrade on this bike. I just need to spend a lot more time with it, and you know, I'll do some more videos on the progress, but it's going to take some time, guys. This is not something that's going to happen anytime soon. But depending on how long I keep my YouTube channel, I'll keep you guys posted on the stuff I do to this bike from time to time. You know, fall's kicking in, winter time's coming. It's going to be hard to do a lot of this stuff because of this. It's just, you know, some of this stuff is just, it's too cold to do on this bike, and during that time of the year. Usually something like this is best to do during the summer. But who knows, I might get bored one day and just come out here and devote 2 or 3 days to this bike, and really do a whole lot for it. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, you know. Maybe I'm just looking for some motivation to keep it up. I'm not sure, you know. Maybe I need that little bit of support in saying, hey man, you're doing good, keep the bike up, don't give up, you know, that kind of stuff. Because I really was thinking on getting rid of it, but man, now looking at it, it just makes me say, hell no, I'm not getting rid of it. Yeah, I just see a lot of potential for this bike, I really do. And I don't want to get rid of it, man. I'm gonna try my best to try to keep it going. These right here I need to replace. They still work. I think these are the coils, I'm not 100% sure. Man, I haven't messed with this bike, guys, in like forever. It's a sad thing that it's been parked out here this damn long. All these little white specks, that's just wax from when I buff my bikes back here in my car. The wax tends to get everywhere, but when it's all clean and shiny and polished, man, this bike looks fucking beautiful. What I'll probably do is I'll probably end up just setting it all back together, giving it a good wash, just so y'all can see what it really looks like once it's all cleaned up. I'll see, I got some time off from work. I'll see if I could probably do that. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'll just spend some time out here and just give it a quick polish, put all the fairings back on. I really would like for y'all to see what this bike really looks like once it's all put together. Whoa. Yep, I really got to spend some time with this bike. What else was I gonna say? I kept all the parts that I ever took off of this bike. I did not get rid of anything. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's the inside. Yeah. So yeah, that's what this video is about, guys. I just really wanted to share that with y'all. Just kind of wanted to show you all what I was planning to do. Like I said, I still want to keep the bike. I'm trying to look for... Oh, here it is. I wanted to show y'all something. Let me hang on here. God, that's a nice bike. So here's what I wanted to show y'all. This, I even have the original. Look at that. 1983. I even have, you know, this plate. I think it goes on the other side, but it used to be mounted something like that on the bike. I took it off because I didn't want anybody stealing this from me. This alone is hard to find. This is original. So, yep, I don't know, guys. It's going to require a lot of time, probably some more money too, and a lot of it is just if I can find the parts I need for this bike, you know. And if I can't, then I have to, you know, work with my specialty, which is modifying, and try to modify a lot of the stuff I might need to work with this bike. I know the chocks, the forks, I'm sorry, those need to be rebuilt. I need to do that. Obviously, I'm gonna have to buy new tires again, which is a shame because these tires, honest and truly, don't even have shit. They don't even have 20 miles on them. I pretty much bought the tires and then started doing all these mods on the bike, so it stayed parked for most of the time. You know, since I had the carburetor out and I was rebuilding the carburetor, I couldn't drive it, so literally it was just parked here. I want to say, in all honesty, I've probably had it parked for like, I don't know what I did with the plates, otherwise I'd be able to tell you, but I think it's been parked for at least probably, I don't know, maybe 7 years, at least that long. But yeah, just wanted to share that with y'all. This is one of my project bikes, I'll try to make more videos on what I'm doing with it, and I'd also like to probably make another video here soon once it's all put together, cleaned up, polished, and washed, so y'all can really see what it looks like. I know right now it looks like a piece of junk, but it's not. It's a really good bike. So alright guys, just wanted to share that with y'all. Future project here coming up real soon. Alright, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.